Welcome friends, I am Urmila Durgude and you are 9th standard book. See, self-development and heart appreciation. Today we are talking about unit number 4, social leadership. How to develop a new quality. Social leadership development in you. So these qualities related to our community and us, the bondage between them and us. So how to help them, how to interact them, how to use them, and how survive a nice, healthy, happy life in the society. So these are some practical activities and some examples are given in your textbook. So let's read them here as shown in your book, that social leadership is a power in you. That is one type of power in you. So read the objectives first. Be able to explain importance of creating social change and different ways of creating a change in their own words. So always, every time, each and every time, in every experience of you, you have to use your own words only, your own thinking, and how you change yourself as a social person, how you think about the society around you, what is your thinking about the society, and how it is very important to change you, change yourself as the change is useful to the society. So if you don't like to interact with the society, you have to bring a change in you. That is the need for the society and to you also, for the happy life only. So how you can change yourself, that is very important thing in the first objective here we see. And the second one is to be able to develop the confidence to take step towards creating a social change. So how to create a social change in society? So to bring a change in society, it is not a very simple thing, it is a very, very difficult thing. You have to work hard on that particular change continuously, and that is the need that you have to explain them. It is very important. It is useful to the society. How this thing happens daily is impact badly on the society. You have to explain them. You have to talk about that problem with the society and try to bring the change. So this is the manpower only. A single person can bring a change in the society. That is not an impossible thing, but it is a very hard thing, Then see the next one. So third objective here missing, we see directly fourth one we see here. Okay, well, that is printing mistake. Be able to initiate a lifestyle change at the first step towards making a social change. So be able to initiate a lifestyle change. So for that you have to change your lifestyle first. So accept the things in you first. Then you can be able to tell about that thing to others. So what we say? So initiate all the things in you first. Otherwise we cannot able to speak them about that thing. They directly ask us. See you only. First of all, bring the change in you and then talk to us. Like that, they can oppose us. So the change in ourselves is very essential, is very important first, and then we can talk about the change in society. Okay, very simple thing it is. The fifth one, be able to identify a social problem, design solutions, develop and implement a plan for intervention. First of all, you have to find out the problem of our society and how to work out, how to overcome that problem, how to solve that problem. You have to talk about the related other peoples. This type of is our problem in the society and how we overcome that problem, how we find a solution, a proper solution that is better way to us. So this type of solution you have to find out, but find out the problem first and then try to find out its solution and how to develop a better and healthy life in the society. So try to design the plans also. Only not thinking about the problem is the development. You have to develop new plans for the more development in the society. That is also your responsibility as a citizen. Understand? So what are the objectives tells us in this unit, that bring the change in you first. Find out your own weakness first. Work on them first. Then secondly, think about your society. Try to do something for them because we are the part of the society. And it is our responsibility. We are not doing any, what can we say, any different thing. We are just taking care of our family only, because the society peoples are like our family. All Indians behaves each other, or they agree that all the peoples are our brothers and sisters only. We always praise like that in the morning, every time in school lights. Understand? So treat them as a family, our brothers and sisters, and take their responsibilities. Try to understand their problems. Try to solve that problems, and also design well plan for them for happy and healthy life. That is the responsibility of a well citizen. Understand? So not only be able to like a good son or good daughter or good student, that is not sufficient for the society. You have to develop yourself, focus on you, change your thinking, bring the change in you first, and try to build up you as you are a needful, helpful and useful person for the society. And they all know you as a well person, good person who take care of the society, who is a real hero. Understand? So behave like an ideal person. Try to develop the qualities in you, and that is the fourth one quality is social leadership. Understand? And how to develop it, we are going to learn in this lesson. Okay, so let's see here one web, social web is given. So let's read that activity. What is that activity? So you can also read that and understand, but also we give some time, no problem. Playtime. 10 students stand in a circle with one sheet each. So sheet means a short paper, you know that. The student who has the bundle of thread should hold one end of the thread tightly and start again. So they are placing themselves like this. See, the picture is given in your textbook. He or she should then pass the bundle to anybody else in the circle and ask what is written on the other student's cheat. So everyone has a cheat with them, and they passes the cheat and the bundle with them, and in this way we see the social web here. So the cheat is going to one child to the another, and the another again the another. Like this we see the chain here. Okay, the first student should then say how the word on their cheek are connected. For example, the first word is birds, second word trees. Sentence can be birds make nest on trees. So in this way they write some words on their cheek and collecting that word. There is the formation of a nice sentence. Okay. This example is given here. Or the second one is pollution. Second word rivers. So we can create a sentence like this: pollution harms the rivers. So these two words are useful to form a formation of a nice sentence here. Okay. So the second student should then hold the thread tightly in his or her hand and pass the bundle to somebody else and talk about how the names on their cheeks are related to each other. So they also find out how the names are related to each other. Okay. Repeat the same activity till all the 10 children are covered at least once. So 10 or more, that everybody can enjoy that activity till that time that continue playing. It will create a wave. See the picture below for reference. Tap at different places on the web. Observe that happens. So if you playing this game, you can understand everyone having a different word. Then also we can collect it, that word, use that word and create a nice sentence, create a chain. We can call it chain instead of sentence. Chain means what? To connect with each other, though the words are different. So what is this? So activity tells us that though things are different in the world all around, but they are all connected to each other in a different way. We don't find the connection, but the smaller and smaller minor thing is happened in the corner of everywhere, anywhere. We can say anywhere in the world, but that thing impact us as the time passed. This activity tells us this type of deep thought to us. Let's see the next page. Turn the page now. Points ponder. Ponder is thinking, that when you tap anywhere on the wave, everybody feels the vibration. This shows that everything in the environment is connected to one another. Any change in the element will have an impact on the other. Similarly, all human beings are also independent. For example, people in the cities depend on people in the villages for cultivating for food crops. Raw materials required for many urban industries comes from mines in rural areas. Thus, problems of people in rural parts can create problems of people in urban parts and vice versa. So, this ponder of thinking, this thought tells us that anything happens in the world is impact on you. So don't think like that. This is the problem of that person, not mine. But no, not like this. The problem anywhere happens. It's slowly come to meet us. And afterwards that problem is not theirs, ours only. Likewise, this thinking tells us. So don't avoid, don't ignore anyone's problem. Feel that problem is yourself only, and try to help them. Here one example is given that when the problem happens in urban area or in rural area, it is slowly connected to the urban to rural and rural to urban. In Marathi, Gramin to Shahari, Shahari to Gramin. Okay. So is there any problem to farmer? Then definitely after some time the problem for the industrialist people. So because their all production is depend on the raw material that produces from the farmers only. Understand? So we are all connected to each other. Our whole world, earth is rounded only. As we start from the one point for walking, we come to the same point only. So we are connected in each and every aspects. So if we take a top side view or the front view of our world, it is a sphere. So everywhere we see that is the only a rounded part only. So no corner is there. Understand? So what is meant by this? We can understand that each and every problem happens in any corner in the world comes to us. So don't let it go. Let it go. Thought about that problem and how we can overcome that problem. Talk about them through the social media, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, or newspapers. Try to draw the pictures on them. Talk through the pictures too. So use any medium to talk about that problem or to give a solution of that problem. That is what we understand points in this book. Because the everything happens, it has its own vibrations, and that vibrations finally reaches us. So remember it well. Okay. The second point is interdependence. Interdependence means we all are depends on others. How? Let's see. Will this affect you? How? Increased use of vehicles leads to global warming. Will it affect you? So see in the picture. Many vehicles are on the road. So definitely affects us. So how it affects us? Find out that reason, because this is the daily problem, and each and every newspaper talking about this. So you have to find out that how these problems impact us and which effects we face daily in our life. Okay. So I am not talking about that. Inefficient disposal of plastic leads to plastic accumulation in the soil, which makes it infertile. Will it affect you? So our soil became slowly infertile because of the increase of plastic material. This accumulation is very big problem for the soil, because accumulation means the collected plastic material only, accumulation. So this material impacts our soil because it is chemical. So the soil becomes infertile and it affects naturally. So what are the types of effects we see on our soil and how it impacts for fertilization? So you talk about it and write it down in your notebook. So I am not talking about this because you know on each and everything. You learn it in science too. Okay. Scarcity of resources in some parts of the country leads the people there to give up farming and migrate to towns and cities in search of jobs. Will it affect you? So in the villages, these things happens usually that they have facing many more problems. They don't have sufficient water for the farming, or sufficient electricity, sufficient raw materials. They cannot able to buy all the things in time, and the farming is always depends upon the timing. That the correct timing always matters on that crop. If you do anything late, that affects on that crop, and we cannot get the well profit from this. So the farmer is always giving very importance to the time, and this scarcity of electricity, water, and the raw materials, or the money problems. Many problems have happens in farmers' lives. We see now they all are collected in Delhi from 28 days. We know that. Mm. So why are they collecting there and talking about their problems? And our government is not given that much importance to them. So they have many problems. We must stand with them because they are only the main base of any country, any life. Okay, very essential part of the world, we can say. They are only the producers like the nature, very similar to the nature. We can say they are our fathers only. They feed us in different ways. Okay, we get our food materials from them only. So no other industry can produce that type of crops. The science is not developed too much that time. Understand? So it is our duty to stand with them, to understand their problem and find out the solutions. Okay. So this scarcity means lack. These problems forces the people to come to the town and hand out any kind of job and to survive the life. Okay. Sometimes there is a delay in developing infrastructure, and by bad quality of important public projects like bridges, dams, schools, etc. are built when it affects. Yes, all the things affects us because construction is not well, or it is built in a bad quality. The raw material is not so good. It impacts us. Anytime it can be collapsed, and many people can be died upon that material. So these things are happened around us. Many times we read about that, and this is not well activity for the society. Each and everyone is responsible. The builders, the engineers, that contractor, and that people who agrees to use that material, they cannot oppose them. So I am not take a part in that activity. Like this, no, we can oppose this. They only think about themselves only, and these things happens in the society. So it is also true. One cannot oppose a big society because it is very difficult to oppose them and to stand against them. So always give your hand in others' hand, and collectively all hands can fight easily with this type of people. Understand? So these all things affects us, matters us, definitely. So how this happens? I explained in my words. You have to write all the points in your words, in your textbook. Sorry, what? Yeah, notebook. Understand? So let's see points of Potter. Any social problem in one part of world can trigger a chain of interrelation problems which could affect all of us. Thus, the social problems around us cannot be simply dismissed as somebody else's problems. Sooner or later, they are bound to become our problems too. Thus, it is time for us to take some action. Even one person can make change. So, even one person can make a change if his mind is very bold, create a nice, firm thinking, taking a firm stand, he can change the society. A single person also. And we call them as ideal person or hero in our words. But every time think the problem is not in others else, problem it is ourselves, because later sooner it comes to us and affects our lives too. So always take others problem as ours only. Okay, so let's see who are that heroes. Some examples are given here in the page number 33. So let's have a look here. Different ways of bringing in social change. So we can change the society in different ways, and different types of problems our society have. So find out the problems and we can solve them. That point is also coming later. So we will talk about it later. So let's see. Watch here. There are many ways in which an individual can contribute to social change. There are a few examples given below. Find information about the people or organizations doing similar work in your neighborhood. So we have to find out the social work done by these great people. Three examples we have here. The first one is, let's see, a community service. Service means seva in Marathi. Okay, seva means what? Not getting any type of profit, not thinking about any type of profit. Free work it is. Providing essential services which are found to be lacking in the society is a way of bringing in social change. So one way is given here. You can change in society this type of way. So what is the way? So this type says us that if you found any lack in any problem in the society, you can overcome, you can solve the solution, you can help them. Okay, you can work out. Baba Amte is known for selfless service he provided to patients suffering from leprosy who were treated as outcasts at the time. So that time the people are suffering from leprosy are taken the treatment out of our country, but some people cannot going out and they don't have some sufficient amount with them, or they are not able to overcome that problem, or face that problem. Okay, so Baba Amte give his service to that people without any benefit. Simply think about them that they are my people only. My countrymen means my people, my family. Okay. So find out how Baba Amte working for that the people's suffering from the leprosy and other many things he doing in his life. See how the picture is looking. He is always in the dress to work, be ready in every time in the problem. He is not well fit to getting well clothes on him. Always be ready as a worker, as a serviceman. Not only people, he behaves friendly with the wild animals. He works on animals too. So find out his lifestyle. He is always with the animals and the peoples each and everywhere, wandering freely. He has no tension about them that they attacks him. No, that not happens with him. But he is a great person. So find out his life history. And the second is creating infrastructure, implementing projects to offer long-term solutions to problems in another way of bringing change. So find out the long-term solution that not happens next time in the society. Permanent solution, we can say that the permanent solution about any social problem. Example, Dr. Rajan Singh has been instrumental in building close to 4,500 small dams called Johans through people's participation in Rajasthan. His work has had a great impact in raising ground level groundwater levels. So in Rajasthan means you know that there are desert, we can see a hot and very high temperature is there. So you know that there is not sufficient water we get. So how to increase the underground water? Dr. Rajan Singh work out on that problem and find out the long-term solutions. So how he do that? He built up a small dams there, collecting the people to work there. How to build up a dam without taking any other's help. So help each other only, and collectively we can build up a dam in our small village, and that is uh, the long term solution. How you can find out how it is long term solution, because you learn the science too. So find out research, developing solutions for eradicating social problems through research in a very effective way of bringing social change. So develop new solutions. That is a new way to do a social work. So developing new solution for eradicating social problems. So finally to overcome that problems, in future cannot be take up its head like that, find out the solution. Simply destroy that problem. That is the way to find out the solution. Okay. The research is a final, means definite solution of any problem. Definite solution. We cannot face that type of problem in future. The problem may be converted, but we don't have the same problem in future. This way research help us. Okay. So here Dr. Abhay Bang and Dr. Rani Bang, you read about them in the newspaper or listen in social media too. They have many awards. Our government given them many awards. They are nice heroes doing the social work, find out the solution permanently for the children problem, basically. So let's read it. Dr. Abhay and Dr. Rani Bang have been instrumental in reducing child death among children who developed pneumonia in Gadchiroli district. It was because of their research and efforts that the rate among infants due to pneumonia was brought down. So in Gadchiroli district, the rate of death of children nowadays it's brought down. So very less children affects are facing that disease pneumonia today, because they both the Dr. Bang family works on that, doing many research on that, working or giving their nice service, kind service to our society, and in this way the government also awarded them for their social work. So find out the real history and how they work on the social problem. Why they going Gadchiroli and stay there to service the needful people. So understand about it, or try to collect the information about these doctors. Okay. Come to the next, and also you have to write in your notebook too, or you maybe take more examples of ideal people, because you know that our India has many ideal persons, full of ideal persons, men and women. Okay, so great India, great Indians. So be proud. Activism, the deal. This is also the new way to help the society. So how? Let's see. Creating awareness about the rights, responsibilities and needs of a community and uniting the community to fight for their rights can also bring a social change. So these things happens in Delhi. We talked just about this awareness, jagrutta. So awareness is very important. When you are aware, then only you can find out the problems happens around you. So natural thing it is. So collect the community and collectively fight against any problem happens around you. Okay. So turn the page 34. Let's learn. These are few more examples of all the four ways to bring social change. So as a citizen, it is our responsibility to bring a social change where it is needful. Okay. So how can we bring a change in society? That is only the main points in this unit. So four ways we already seen that anywhere any type of lack, you have to give your kind service there, your time there. Okay. And that is the example of Babamdi C. The second one, so let's see the page back here. Creating infrastructure. So find out the final solution that this thing will not happens in future. That is the example of Dr. Rajendra Singh. He increases that raising groundwater levels for that, build up the small dams because the big dam infrastructure is not possible to a common man. Okay, he taking their helps. They all the common persons try to find out solution and build up that dam on their own power only. They don't need any type of help from others or government, we can say. They solve their problems on their own basis. Okay. So in this way, this is the another way. The Dr. Rajan Singh guide them. Okay. The research. Research is the permanent solution on any problem. And in this way, Dr. Abhay Bang and Rani Bang helped our society. Okay, give a nice service to them. Living that Gadchiroli district is not a developed district, it is only the rural area only, so not a developed city or district we can say, but they both stay there for our people only. Okay, and the second one is activism. So take an act, take a firm stand and unite all the society peoples, talk with them, find out the solution collectively. This is one another way to help or to bring the social change. Okay, here some others 4-5 ways also given, so let's have a look here. First one, community service, volunteering at an orphanage. Orphan means a person who don't have from background like a father or mother or family. He is survived lonely. Nobody help him or to look after him. He don't have any family. We can say that he don't have any family. That is the orphan. We can say. So orphanage means the people who don't have families live there that particular place. So in Marathi we can say that anath ashram. Okay. So for the social change, for the social service, you can go there, go to meet that people or talk with them, find out their problems, share their problems, try to solve them, try Try to bring the happiness in them. That is also a social change. Try to speak about the problems. Why are you treating your old father and mothers like that? You can speak about. You can bring a change in the society. So this is one type of social service, community service. You know. Okay. The next is creating infrastructure. Here, building we read this three points afterwards. Let's complete the first one. The second way is enrolling out of school children in schools. Out of school children means they not comes to attend the school daily or not attend the school anytime. Out of the school, they are not taking any type of education. They are always working for their family only. That type of children you have to find out, because they needs education, but they are helpless to educate themselves because of their own problems. So find out that type of children and help them. Try to help them, bring them in your school, or spoke about them. Give information to your parents or your teachers or any responsible elder person. Okay, so in this way also you can help the society and that change be in your hand only. The number 3, providing medical care in remote rural areas. Providing medical care. So we oftenly observe that in villages there is not sufficient facilities, and because of that lack of scarcity, we understand many unnatural things are happened there. Many difficulties always in front of that people. They always face this type of difficulty problems. So choose the village area like Ranibang and Abagang instead of cities. Go there and help them. This is one more way. The fourth one is donating books for libraries in schools. So each and every school has library, and you also use that book in going at library. You have a library card with you. So the books you read already, and they are your own only, and you read them already. So you can donate that books. In this way, this is the small help, but in this way you can help the society. Understand? That is not matter you are very small or very big, or what is your age. It is not matter only. The thinking matters only. The acting depends upon our thinking. Many times I tell you, your book also. So we come to the next column. Creating infrastructure, building roads, setting up solar power lights, building toilets, waste management. So each and everywhere in the corner of the cities or roads or any corner of the building, we see always in outside any fence we see the bad ways, throwing the garbage and all the things there. So there is not well waste management. So we have to find out the proper solution on that. So it is our duty to aware all the other peoples not to do like this. This affects us. We always think that my house is here in the well place and his house is there, so this is not my problem. Not like that. The problem slowly sooner come to you also. So don't leave it. Try to spoke about it, try to find solution or design any good plan for it. Okay, so in this way, these are the infrastructures, means you can design well planning to overcome that community problems. Okay, see the third one, research, developing better tools for agriculture. Okay, this is the very essential part in our life. Developing new medicines, vaccines, studying the causes of social problems, research for use of technologies in education. So how to educate ourselves, use more and more nice technologies, uh, because in less period we can understand more information and we can understand more problems. We can develop uh, much more things in less period. When we use the nice technologies, we can understand the problems happen around you and around the world also. So technology education is very useful. So think about these days also. So I am not coming in your school to attend you, or you cannot come in your school because of this difficult period. But using this type of technology, we are connected to each other and talking with each other. Our education is going on. We don't have any problem to break our education. So in this way, the technology always useful uh, for the society. So research more and more types of instruments, materials in this way, or study the problems always happens in society. Think about them, go there, or research, taking the what we say related things, and try to find out the problems. What is the actual problems? If we see the very bad thing any others happen to you, but what is the actual problem? If any student is not coming in school, so oftenly the teacher find out what is the actual problem. They are going to his home and try to speak with his parents or her parent, that what is the actual parents happens with your child. In this way, you have to research, you have to find out the proper problem, and then can be able to find out the proper solution. And developing new medicine vaccines is very important, because our science is not so much developed. You can say, for example, let's see this virus COVID-19 develops itself in less period. But taking one whole year, we cannot get a proper vaccine to overcome that disease. But COVID-19 virus develops itself, and we see the new development in it. What can we say the proper word? I forget. In simple words, I want to say you that the science means we people are not very much educated than the nature, not very much overcome the nature. Nature is our father only. We are sons. We are not able to find out the proper vaccine to overcome this disease, but the disease develops. Again, we have to find out the proper vaccine. So, in this way, this is a very needful thing in our society, to find out the proper medicines and vaccines. Understand? Research, developing better tools for agriculture. So, agriculture is the base of any culture. Understand? Where there is well agriculture, the development of well culture we found there. So, what is culture? Culture means a healthy lives, including many types of arts only. The art only, living art, that's culture. Okay, we will talk about it in another lesson. Let's see the 4 lines here. Can you think of other examples of each of these modes of making change? Make a list of organizations and people in your area who are trying to bring about change. Complete the table with your own examples in your notebook. So small things also happens around you. Some people are interested to change in our society. They help how our society keeps beautiful, nice and healthy. So they are talking about the problems. What is our water problem? So we instead of using water 24 hours, we can use the water at morning 2 hours or in the evening 2 hours. They can try to find out the solution. In this way, the small things also matters in the society. So these type of peoples always try to think a change in the society, and this is correct awareness and our responsibility too. So try to able to change in you first, and try to able to bring a change in society. That is the need of our society, because many type of problems are around us and many types of ways to solve them. So many types of service way around us to choose any one way and work on it, because it is our responsibility. We are the part of our society, and this is a nice quality of a human being. You know that. So social change, bring the social change, social service, that is the nice quality of us. So why don't you use them? Okay. So in this way, we are learned about the social change, social qualities, or how they impact upon our society, how we can overcome them, how we can find solutions, and how it is our duty to find out or to develop nice plans, designs, and what type of the problems happens around us. These are the common points we learn in this lesson. So what is your homework now? Let's talk about it. Your homework is that find out the real heroes that can able to change in society, though they are alone. So remember, one person can also bring a change in the society. Or when collectively you all gather, having a unity in the community, so that matters in a very small periods. So try to bring the change like this. What is the problems around you? Always opens your eyes. Don't walk blindly. This problem is not mine, this is others. Not think like that. That is the change in you. Okay, bring that type of change in you, and write down all the experiences if you have, or if not, try to write about the real heroes. Many people around us in the society. So find out their works and write it down in your notebook, and each and every time read them. That also helps you a change in you. You know. Okay. So well, in this way, now we will stop here. In the next period, we will continue the same topic, because the unit is not completed. And so, homework. Remember the homework. That is your homework, to find out the related real heroes, how they make a change in society, and write about their service related photos. Try to collect or paste them, but all these you have to write in your own words only. Don't copy the other language from the net. Okay, use only one own words, your language. To complete this activity, we will meet in the next period. Till then, goodbye, good day, and take care.